Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. I'm here at White Beach in Boracay Island in the Philippines. It's 6:30 a.m. It's cloudy this morning, but there's still plenty of people here on White Beach in Boracay Island. The sun is trying to come out, and yesterday it was hot. It was in the 90s, and it was scorching hot here on White Beach. This morning I'm gonna be discussing the difference between the Philippines and the United States as far as retirement. I have spent half of my life in the United States and half of my life in the Philippines, and there's differences, of course, between living in the Philippines and living in the United States. I will always be grateful for the time I spent in the United States and the opportunities that came my way. Joining the military in the United States and retiring from the United States Air Force has allowed me to retire early here in the Philippines, and I will always be grateful for that. For your quality of life, I always tell people to retire in the United States if you can afford retirement in the United States. I retired here in the Philippines when I was 45 because I was already receiving a pension from the military, from the United States Air Force. So I knew I can live well here in the Philippines with just my military pension. I didn't want to work an additional 17 years in the United States to get my Social Security before I retired. I wanted to have that freedom to do whatever I wanted, to have my time. If you have a pension that you receive, I would say a good amount would be $2,000 a month. If you're receiving a $2,000 a month pension, you will live well here in the Philippines, because housing here in the Philippines is really inexpensive. You can save a lot of money every month on your housing here. I would recommend, when you come here to retire, just to rent. Renting here in the Philippines will allow you to easily move from one location to another. Let's say you retire in an area in the beginning that you like, and then all of a sudden things change. Like anything else in life, change is just a part of life. You might not like the area where you retired initially. If you're renting, it's so much easier to move here in the Philippines. If you are looking for a slower pace in life, the Philippines will be for you. In the United States, life just moves so fast. Everything is hectic in the United States. But if you're looking for the conveniences in the United States, like infrastructure, like let's say the highways, the hospitals, roads, that would be lacking here in the Philippines, especially when you go live in the province here in the Philippines. One difference that I see about living in the Philippines and living in the United States, in the United States, everything is about convenience and efficiency. If you want things in the United States, you get it fast. Like if you want food delivered to you with DoorDash, here in the Philippines, maybe if you live in the big city like Cebu or Manila, you can get food delivered, but not here in the provinces. Also, if you want anything delivered to you as far as Amazon, they are fast at getting the items to you. Unlike here in the Philippines, if you order from Lazada, it takes a while to get the item to you. I know food for a lot of expats is a big adjustment here in the Philippines. Groceries just don't have the selection that you have in the United States. There is no big Walmart here. Even like places like Walgreens, we have a comparable shop as Walgreens. It's called Watson's, but it's a lot smaller. The selections you get like at a CVS or Walgreens, it's just not comparable. Hospitals here in the Philippines, unless you're in a big city like Manila or Cebu, the hospitals here do not compare to the hospitals in the United States. Especially here in the provinces, the hospitals here, the equipment a lot of times are outdated. There are machines in the hospitals here in the province that I've seen, x-ray machines, different type of machines that I used to see in the United States. Where here in the province, there's machines, hospital equipment here that I haven't seen in 20 years. A little outdated with their medical equipment in the province. The one thing that I think, for me anyway, that I enjoy more here in the Philippines than when I was in the United States is people respect each other here in the Philippines. They respect older people here in the Philippines. Very common here anywhere you go. If you're an expat, when you come here, you are greeted with sir. People in the Philippines just don't get into arguments so much like Americans do. It seems like now it's Americans have a hard time of getting along with each other. One thing I see about expats here in the Philippines is they get into heated discussions. Filipinos, you don't see that as much unless they're drinking. That's usually the only time I see Filipinos get into heated discussions. But the expats here, they have a tendency of getting into heated discussions. Retirement in the United States or retirement in the Philippines really boils down to each individual. What the individual is looking for. We all are different. I think you can't go wrong with retiring in either country. Philippines or the United States both offer something good. It just depends on your personal preference. If you are getting into the social security age, if you're 62 and start collecting social security and you don't think that you can make it on your social security alone, in the United States. The Philippines is a good option to retire on a budget. Not only the Philippines, but there's also other countries now in Southeast Asia that are becoming popular for expats to retire on a budget, like Cambodia, Vietnam, just to name a few. I think it's worth a trip to Southeast Asia to check out these countries if you can retire here. I recommend a 30-day visit at any of those countries and check out an area that you might like. Thank you for your continued support of our channel. Dazzle and I, we truly appreciate your support. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you in our next video.